Welcome back to B.A.U.S. Talk Radio. I'm Elena Banks, my co-host Whitney Davis, and we have the gorgeous Drea Kelly in the house.
Now, let me give my little disclaimer. I do not have any makeup on today because I had an exfoliating treatment and I cannot wear any makeup. Do not get on my goddamn social media saying I look like I'm going through it. She's not depressed. She's not upset. She's preserving.
Okay, just in that order.
In that order, yes.
Okay.
What's up, bro? First of all, let me congratulate my sister out here doing this thing like a boss now, and you boss mama doing it.
Oh, always. That's first.
Always.
Kids.
When I say the hustle and the grind is so
real.
Right. It's so real in the street. It's so real in the street. My sister's doing it. I'm so proud of you. And honey, this old real estate game life, you snatching it up real estate songs.
But you can't talk about that. I be trying to low-key on real estate. I have everybody in my business.
Okay, we can have everybody in my
business. No, niggas, people start counting my money.
I know, oh, baby. And be like, what? No, we don't need to be audited. What we doing? That ain't none of your business.
I got federal employees to watch this show, bitch.
Bam. Bam. So, on that note.
Much, but you know my babies come first.
Oh, but you know what? That's what moms do. That's what we do.
That's my first love, my babies.
They are so small, but we stand on their shoulders. They're the reason why we get up every day. They motivate
They the only
us.
reason.
The only reason.
Let's be clear. The only reason.
Because, baby.
If I didn't have them, girl.
You talking about big fat
depressed overweight lady problems right here in the streets.
Let me tell you, because the pendulum gonna go one way or the other. She gonna be big bedded with 8 cats or home and have
Either or.
Either or. So your kids keep your
Speaking of kids, your daughter.
Oh yes,
my baby.
Your baby, Miss Ari Ray, honey. That's her.
She about to take it over.
And I can't wait. Do you hear me?
But I love the fact of how you kind of kept them kind of here.
Yeah.
Until it was time for them to come out.
Yeah.
So let the people know you said her daughter was
her daughter. She's
so
ready.
My daughter Joanne is getting ready to work on her album, but she was on her dad's
she
album.
did music. Okay.
Yeah, she sing. Well, you know, when your dad Al Kelly, honey, what else you gonna do? When your mama Drea Kelly, you gonna dance, entertain, perform, do something.
So she does it all.
She does it
all.
And
I seen you dance. So is she anything like mama?
Oh, she gets it in. Do you hear me? And sometimes I have to be like, oh Jesus,
it's my baby.
She just turned 18, girl. So I'm trying to get used to that now.
Oh, girl. 18,
so she's independent. What she got?
Yes, she's independent. She's not trying to get caught up in the big machine, which I don't want her to be. Keep all the rights to your music, write on all of your albums, produce on all of your albums, so you getting credit 3, 4, 5 ways off the album.
Do her dad help her with writing?
Absolutely not.
Shit's fun though.
No. Now they did do a song together on his B.A.U.S.E album.
You know my son does that song.
Yes.
Okay, so you know my son and her daughter just
like that.
Like that.
Yes.
Oh, because he in the music, she in the music.
Yes. Kale got in the car and he was like, Mom, he said, did you know she did a song with her daddy? And I was like, did she?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, let me hear it. And he played it. When I tell you, I played that song 3 times.
Oh, it brought me to tears. The first time I heard it, brought me to tears.
If y'all haven't heard it, please tell them where to go get it.
Yes, off the B.A.U.S.E album, Gotta Be There, Wanna Be There. It's duet. So her name is Ari Ray on the album. That's her stage name. With her dad. Honey, if you don't know who R. Kelly is, then you clearly still have Boost Mobile.
A bit under a rock.
Yes. So I need you to figure that out. Okay. Yeah, but that... For me, I think I've always known about her talent. I always knew what she did, but it just took it to another level because I'm like, you hanging with your dad.
Yeah, when I tell you, I would say, okay, so she tell me about this.
Yeah.
When I tell you he played that, and I know they've been trying to keep talking, but he be like, she be so busy. So, you know, my son's real low-key. He'll fall back. If he think you too busy, he ain't no bothering child.
And my baby's welcome. Come here, Auntie F.
Now, you know you ain't gonna want that 6-year-old. Because you've seen that.
Baby, my baby said, yes, I do. Because that is a little me when I see her. I'm like, what?
She is, I love her. I told her she need to record everything she does. She's a character.
When I tell you, I don't know what I'm doing with that one.
She needs her own show.
I told her Lena that.
She really does. She needs her own
If she
show.
kind of Snapchat everything she does, the stuff she tell me, I'm like, girl, you lie. She did
every
not
day,
say
my
that.
daughter is.
She is
but
a
she's
character.
fearless, and that's what I love. She's at that place where she's fearless.
And
so
then
she gets into it now, and a beast, and ain't got no problem speaking up for herself.
But she would be let me so bad, and that's so scary. I was that age.
I know, girl.
But
Ain't that crazy?
But I don't need you to be me now.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I'm still taking it all in, watching my children. Like, Ja is the one who produced all the tracks for Joanne's song, for her album.
See, now that's the behind the scene king.
That's your son too?
My middle. That's my transgender
So
son.
how many kids?
I have 3.
3 kids, okay.
And Ja is a beast. Like, one day I'm in the kitchen like, I'm like, what is that? Ja's like, that's me. I'm like, no, boy, I'm talking about what's playing. He's like, no, Mom, that's one of my tracks. I said, wait, stop. What?
Oh, wow. So he
went
produces.
down, looked at the library.
Wow.
I was like, you have a library already? When I say has that musical ear like his father, can he
What
hear
do you
something?
expect though when your father's R. Kelly?
I mean, what do you expect?
Gonna know
What
how
do
to
you
do
expect?
something.
And
Hum,
Robert Jr.
sing,
raps?
dance, something.
Yeah, Robert Jr. raps. Baby, he would spit
drop of a dime.
on a second.
Drop of a dime.
Say,
all of
rap
them
about
are
her braids,
music.
and he'll drop.
All of them into music. Now, I was in fashion design. I started in 6th grade. Robert got that from me. He started his own clothing line, Void.
Oh,
He does
wow.
all his sketches. He's picking textiles. And I'm like, okay.
But can I get an outfit?
Hello.
Get some custom made.
carpet.
Yes. And you know, my kids, it's a little different when your kid's last name is Kelly. Because other kids for Christmas and birthdays, you know, they like, ooh, I want a PS3. I want this. I want to play. My kids are like, I need new software. And Mom, I'm going to need a serger. And we have someone who's going to be making my samples. And have you talked to a distributor yet? If you could just get a distributor and get that locked down for my birthday, I'm like,
What happened to some shoes and
shoes,
right?
Oh, let me tell you, them 3 right there so smart. Like, why would I buy somebody else's shoes when I can make my own, wear them, and have other people buy them from me?
That's what I'm talking about.
They bosses already.
Come on, little bosses.
Little boss.
Little boss.
In the making.
Running right.
In the
I
making.
love that. I love
in the
stuff
making.
like that.
In the making. But one thing that I will say that mothers do not do, you better do that shit, Drea. I give myself credit. Mothers, we don't give ourselves enough credit. I have been instilling that in them since they were younger. Just because your last name is Kelly, the world does not owe you anything. You have to go out there and make it happen for yourself. And unfortunately, that last name is a double-edged sword, because some people are going to give you everything because of it, and some people are going to hold everything away from you because of it, because they feel that you think that you're entitled and privileged.
Yeah.
So so then you have to go out there and do twice as much as that.
But I think that since you moved here, it'll probably be a little less.
I think so.
You know, you won't have so much of that.
I think so, but it's a lot of food.
Cause when she said she moved in here, and she was like, I got to find my sister's house.
Yes.
I got to find. We got to get her right. And I was just so happy you guys could get it.
You was having issues when you first got here?
Because I was selling my house, so Elena was like, I'm like, okay, sister, I need you to go look at them and just FaceTime and tell me what they look like. Because I'm here packing and closing and kids and school and transferring and records. I couldn't do it, but I trust my sister. So I'm like, whatever you find, that's our address. Yeah, so
and I was like, okay, we got to make sure we got them good schools. I don't need my nieces and nephews in no white school. Let's be clear.
Yes.
And then her mama named Peaches. So I said, we can't move out there by Peaches, because Peaches stay out there where they don't like us.
Baby, first of all, you need a passport and a lunch
to get in.
To get on in. And then you need a good pair of New Balance to run. Because when I tell you, them white folks out there, they be looking at you like, sugar, you know you're a nigger. Let me pull out my mirrors, because I don't think you know you're a nigger. Baby, when I say I have never dealt with blatant racism like that.
My daughter's father moved me out there to call himself gonna put me out there.
Baby, no.
Now, me and my son blended in.
Because y'all yellower than yellow.
We blended in, but when Saban came along and he came,
she blew y'all cover.
She blew the cover. They all black.
Yeah,
they're light skin.
Baby, because I know it. Like, now, Miss Elena, you said you were Creole. Look at this nigger, baby, you picking up here. You are a full-blown nigger. Look at this nigger child. Get her. And don't bring her back.
I'm not fooling with you.
It's a whole nother level of racism out here that I'm just not.
It used to be a sign out there. No black folks.
Oh,
no
wow.
It used to be a sign out there. And they still like that.
2016, that's crazy.
Isn't that the craziest
We
thing
had
ever?
to tint windows on all our cars just so they would not know who black or white in our car. I'm serious, we tint the window every car.
That's sad.
And I was my son was the only black in the school. And it was just like.
So what was that like for him?
And I live right around the corner from your mother.
And I can't believe she's still out there.
Y'all was getting peaches from my
Peaches. No ma'am. No ma'am.
Girl, we ran out of gas. Y'all know. I'm sorry. I'm just to be clear. I'm known for running out of gas because I hate putting gas in my car.
Stop it.
I said if I can find a man to love me, respect me, put gas in my car, I'll marry that nigga. Put gas in my Put gas in my car. You got me. That's all I need. You put gas in my car. We ran out of gas on my birthday weekend.
Baby.
Got cried.
Baby.
It was scared. Oh,
you done gave up the card. Yes.
Look, get you fill up. You want to fill up what she needs. He gonna let you fill up while you leave.
Fill up on 2. But when I tell you I was so scared, I ran out of gas plenty of places. When you run out of gas out there on 8 to 14, we're talking about from 400 North for people that's trying to figure out where. We're talking about Commons, Forsyth County, Georgia. Exit 13, 14, girl, we ran out of gas. I just couldn't take it. I was praying. I was barefoot. We were coming from somewhere. I was like, look, if I could just get a drop to get me 2 exits down. I said, Lord, I feel like every day if you just let me live. Yeah, it was crazy. I was so nervous.
Oh wow, it's
scary out there.
It's scary.
But when you think, it's like, what do y'all read? Like, what testament of the Bible? Y'all New Testament book of Hick? What? Are y'all serious? Who does this in 2016?
But they still got rebel flags on people's car.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I had a Mercedes, so you know Mercedes dealership is right there in the heart as you get into Commons. And when I tell you, every time I would take my car to get it serviced, I promise you, I would see old pickup truck, Matthew and Paul and Billy drive with a Confederate flag on it. And I would Snapchat and I would take pictures of it because people, like, you know, and then you pull beside them and they look at you. You're like, damn, I'm with, but you know, you just feel sometimes.
Your nerves,
like my nerves. And I got pulled over not too long ago. And I usually don't get nervous when I get pulled over because I talk my way out of a ticket. You know, I come up with something. When I tell you, I was so nervous when I got pulled over because I was like, I need to see who can I call. I need to record a conversation. Do I need to call somebody? Do I need to FaceTime somebody to sit the phone? Because you don't never know what's going on. I felt so nervous. And he was like, he followed me. He said, ma'am, you just violated about 5 violations. I said, sir, I'm in a neighborhood and I don't really care. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to violate 5 more if you let me go. I told him. He said, you ain't used no turn signal. You ran that stop sign. You done swerved over this lane. He told me about 5 different things I did. Oh, I said, well, I'm in a neighborhood I ain't really liking right now. So I'm going to do some more damage if you let me go.
Don't let me get pulled over. I'm getting butt naked and laying in the middle of the street.
I ain't got nothing.
And you can see I don't have nothing, and I'm not talking. I'm going forward. Baby, I promise you. You have to.
It's sad, though.
You don't want to say the wrong thing. You don't want to reach for nothing. It's like, nah. Well, on that dash cam, they're going to be like, that was a porn because she got butt naked and spread eagle in the middle of the expressway. Now, however you want to take me in from this point, but you can't say I did a goddamn thing because I'm leaving up. No, ma'am. All that talking back and people getting loud and rolling up windows.
Y'all know I got a mouth, but I get quiet with them lights. Yes. Girl. You get straight.
And why do I feel like them lights
yes, sir. You just like, the sitting up straight, check your seat. Okay.
Yeah.
You got everything.
Switch phone. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No,
and then
sir.
Your voice cracking so you sound like you're like, is it weird?
Like you're nervous, girl. You say,
yes, sir.
Nervous. Yes, sir. No, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
You get the trembling.
You already said that, sir, since I came out Mississippi.
Baby. Yeah, it's a brand new day. I will say that.
That's so funny you said that, but yeah, we're gonna work on Mama. So
let's
get back to you. Tell me about this talk show, cause you know I got to come. Yes. Every time I get an invite, I'm either in here or a photo shoot or going somewhere out of town.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm coming. We're gonna rock out. But I want to know what's going on now.
Yes, honey, the Drea Kelly show. So the best way to describe it, it's Iyanla meets Wendy Williams meets Drea Kelly. So it's really about women's empowerment, but I'm not the tissues for your issues girlfriend. I tell it to you real. Don't call me about the same dude 50 times that he cheated, because at the end of the day, ladies, him cheating is not the problem. You taking him back is the problem. If he cheated on you the first time, the second time, and the third time, he stayed true to the man that he was. You decided that you was going to sell him the dream and the idea of the woman that you are. You didn't stand up for the woman that you are. So by you taking him back cheating, you let him know, no, I'm okay with it. The third time I'm okay with it. The fourth time I'm okay with it. But you wasn't okay with the first one, but you didn't stand up for yourself.
It's women doing it.
It's women doing it.
Oh, absolutely. Huh?
It's women doing it. It's women out there that's mad. He got 6 kids. What about the 7th took you over the edge?
Exactly.
So why are you having a fit now? Because he didn't have another baby on you. He had 6 before you. So it's not him making babies that's the problem. It's the fact that you continue to date a baby maker.
So you're trying to change women's way of thinking to understand. Quit putting blame
on the man. That's more than motivation. That's
self-responsibility.
Absolutely.
It's inward thinking, and I'm trying to raise up this next generation.
I love that.
You know what? It's my passion.
They need it. Like the younger girls need to understand what you allow is what will happen.
So exactly.
You know, at a young age, because like you say, you do it the first time, second time. It's not him. His patterns are the same. What are you doing?
Yeah, he's being true to who he is.
But you know, I just had a conversation with somebody 2 days ago, and we was talking about women at a certain age. When you young, you gonna make mistakes.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
But how many times you gonna keep making
You know
mistakes?
better, you do better.
So, you know, if you fool me once, you fool me. If you fool me twice, then I'm a fool. Because, you know, growing up, you know, we dealt with guys that was unfaithful.
I even said 1 or 2, but 3, it's like, but after that, it's okay.
But you gotta change the type of guy that you date. And the older that you know, when you get older, you kind of learn, like, okay, this relationship, I didn't like this. So I want to make sure that this doesn't happen in this relationship. So even me, I look at some of my past relationships and I be like, okay, I learned a lot of this relationship. I learned what I don't want, what I do want.
Right.
So therefore, that can kind of guide you to not repeat yourself. But if you keep picking the same type of niggas and keep dating and accepting the same type of stuff, then that's what you want.
Well, one of the things I did talk about when I filmed it, I said, women, there's things that we have. Strength, courage, and wisdom. I'm going to tell you why we have strength. Because we're strong. We women. Mm-hmm. We bring life into this world. You have to be very strong to be a mother, to be a nurturer. Courage. We are courageous every day that we get up and face the world, take care of our children. We entrust to take our babies and put them in school and know that I have to entrust this teacher to take care of them. We have the courage to even walk away sometimes and take our babies and don't know where we're going and have nothing to our names and stepping out on faith. Wisdom is something that's God-given. Knowledge is what you go find. Wisdom is God-given. And as women, the fact that we can have a baby and figure out how to bathe them and burp them, and this cry means this and that cry means you're hurt, that means we have an innate wisdom in us. But we don't teach women to pray for clarity. Clarity is the one thing women need to get on their knees and pray about every day. God, give me clarity as to why I keep choosing this man. Give me clarity as to why I overeat. Because once I'm clear about that root on my tree, then we can look at the leaves, the branches, and the fruit. But if you don't take care of that root, don't be mad at the spoiled fruit that you bear in your life. And women are not being taught that. They don't even know what that is. And it's sad with me speaking to these women. They didn't know the difference between compromise and sacrifice. They thought it was all the same.
Oh, wow. No, ma'am.
I'm like, oh, I got a mighty work to do.
Yes.
Because this next generation growing up.
But you know, let me talk about clarity, and I'm kind of at fault for this. You're talking about clarity once you get into a relationship and it just crumbles. We don't get clarity going into a relationship.
No, I think we don't set expectations. What do you expect from me?
No, we don't say what it is.
Not what it is. That's why I say pray for.
What are we doing?
Why are we doing?
Even before
what we gonna do?
And then more so that I want women to turn it in on themselves. Why are you dating him? Why are you picking this type of man? And know what that is before you start dating.
But see, that's my point. I think a lot of women pick guys because they don't have expectations. If you don't have like me, it's certain things that I expect. So I pick the guys I date accordingly. But if you don't have expectations, you'll go out with anybody. If you don't expect
But not only that, your expectations need to be a direct reflection of the woman that you are.
Absolutely.
You can't say you want a man with good credit and you can't even get him.
I agree.
You get turned rate at Rent-A-Center. Girl, how you gonna tell him he got to have A1 credit?
I can't get that in your name but Instagram.
Thank you.
Can't get that on social media.
Thank you. So your expectations need to be reflective of the woman that you are.
Need to be realistic.
Be very realistic about what that is.
That's like you see people say, I want to be a tall, fine, you know.
But you eat Harold's every day. 40 pounds overweight. You don't work out.
Don't drive by jail.
Huffing and puffing
Or
up
a
and down the
God-fearing man and ain't a member of nobody's church.
I ain't been to church in years.
and don't even pray, let alone go to church.
Oh, I
So
tell
it's
you
like
quick, you can drive by
you- yeah,
You
where
need to self-reflect.
And that's what my talk show is about. It's a different type of talk show because I'm tired of seeing these shows that are dealing with the exterior and it's the fluff. And they tell us about weave and they tell us about makeup and who wore it best. And it's like at the end of the day, I've seen some pretty women, but I've seen very few that are beautiful. Because
Absolutely.
anybody can be
It's
pretty
a difference.
with some mascara, some lashes,
That's
nice
what I say.
Brazilian.
This day and age,
It's a lot of pretty women out
everybody
here.
pretty. You got makeup artists, you got hair.
Beautiful is when that spirit is balanced with that mind and you
I
are
agree.
living, you are walking in purpose. And there's so many women out here, they are not even walking in purpose. You're following, trying to be a damn Kardashian. And you're not even walking in purpose. Kim Kardashian isn't even walking in purpose. Because when you're famous for doing nothing, that means you don't have purpose. Because when you're famous for doing something, that means you're living a life with purpose. Are you changing people's lives? What are you imparting into people? When you're not doing that, you need to go and pray for clarity and figure out what I'm doing with my life.
How do you get women on the show? Like if women want to come talk, like how do you get the people that you...
That would be David Eyebrows. Yes. You can DM me. You can go
No, that's
right.
what I'm saying. You only do celebrities.
No,
you do young
you know
girls.
what? I like the everyday woman.
Okay, so
I got some issues I like to talk about.
But celebs too. But you know.
But no,
I really
that's what I'm
do
saying.
like the
Because
everyday
just
woman.
hearing you, I know it's 1,000 women or guys or whoever would love to come and get on the show.
So
or
how
be a
many
part of
people
the
is it
show.
in one set? Do you have like a group of people, or do
It's
you
just
have
one setting. We can hold up to 100 people, and then it's me.
And
I'm
you
up
take
on the
questions
stage.
throughout
I take
the-
questions throughout at the end, and I mean, people ask me like some deep stuff. Like this woman was like, "Should I stay in this marriage? What am I doing? What's going on?" People had questions about. I mean, and I said it's okay if it's your friend you want to ask me about.
Yeah.
People have questions about their friend.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets deep.
Which I'm gonna have her ask my question.
Yeah.
And that's
See, I got this.
She already know them.
It's
Just
that's
what she know.
fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her questions. So I'm gonna be there to help you.
Come on.
Just say they for me, they for Elena, y'all.
Yeah.
Watch the show.
So we won't say it's for a lady.
Yeah.
It's
I
for a
take that.
friend.
Yeah.
But I think a show like that is really needed.
Oh,
at this day and age.
absolutely. In this generation, I agree.
Because they're being fed the smoke.
They're
and mirrors.
lost.
They're so lost.
Now, where can they see this show?
Well, it's going to be on MVP Network.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Comcast. So I don't know the exact channel because we're actually editing down. We just did our first taping. So now it's a go. They loved it. So now we ready to do our thing. So I'm going to have to come back, honey, and tell you date time, all that good
Yes,
stuff.
I'm gonna need you to come
Yes,
back.
honey. Because it's good. It's good.
It
and
sounds good. I'm
women
intrigued.
are
It
there
sounds good.
crying and like after.